What's the best workout split? This is a very common question you may ask if you're new to the gym. But the reality is there is no one good answer that fits this question because everyone's goals and situations are different. So in this video, I will help you make the best workout plan for you. So there are three main things to remember while making any workout split. Number one is that it should train each muscle of your body at least 2 times per week with a minimum rest of 2 days before training the same muscle group again. Now, of course, if your workouts are pretty light and not as intense, you don't really need 2 days rest and you can probably benefit more from just 1 day in between or even training the muscle every day because you just don't accumulate as much fatigue and muscle damage. But this is sort of a waste of time in my opinion because if your workouts are so light that you feel you can train the muscle every day, you're not getting a good enough stimulus to grow and you have to train harder. So assuming your training is intense and you reach complete failure in at least one set of each exercise, 2 days rest before training the same muscle is enough time for recovery. Number two is going to be not training two big muscle groups in one single day. You see guys, for the most amount of gains, you need to be able to train each muscle hard enough. You need to be able to give a good stimulus to it. But in the scenario where you train two big muscle groups like back and quads or chest and legs, even though the muscles are totally unrelated to each other, the systemic fatigue accumulated by the time you finish training the first muscle is not going to let you train the other muscle hard enough. Now obviously if you're only able to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, then you've got no choice. So ideally, the more frequently you go to the gym, the better your gains will be because you won't have to train two big muscles on the same day, and plus you'll be giving every muscle enough attention and stimulus to grow. This leads me to my next point, that is choosing a split you're actually gonna stick to. Now just because you get more gains the more frequently you go to the gym, don't make a 6-day plan if you're not gonna be able to go to the gym 6 times a week. Forget about everything else. By far the most important factor for making gains is consistency. So if you're trying to follow a plan that is unsustainable for you in the long term, you're just setting yourself up for failure even before you've started. Yes, it's true that 6 days a week is better than 4 days a week, but if you can do 4 days a week for the next 2 years straight, as opposed to 6 days a week for a few months and quitting because of frustration and lack of time, then obviously just because you can stick with it longer, a 4-day split is much better for you. So only choose a plan that you can genuinely stick to for a long period of time. So with that being said, if you work out 3 days a week, a full body split is the best option for you. For 4 days a week, an upper lower split or anterior posterior split will be good. For 5 days, a push pull legs upper lower split could be a choice. And for 6 days, there are endless variations like push pull legs or maybe some custom workout split that follows all the rules that I've stated so far. So as long as your workout split is following these rules, you're all good. Just keep the intensity high and stick to it for long enough. I can guarantee you will see results. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video on what exercises you should do as a part of your split. Hope this video helps and subscribe for more.